Hi, welcome to Think Human. I'm Chris, and in this video I want to talk about artificial intelligence and when might we have a general artificial intelligence, something that's actually somewhere around human level. And the thing about this is that of course no one can accurately really predict the future. What exactly will happen, no one will know. What breakthroughs will happen in the next 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, absolutely no one can tell. People who are working really closely on this certainly could give some estimates, or we're working on this and we are making some progress, but that's about it pretty much. When the Go computer system, AlphaGo, won the first human person in Go, that's now the best Go player in the planet is a computer system. No human being will ever again beat Go, this computer system. No human player will ever be the best Go player on the planet anymore. So how interesting is that? So the idea is that when this Go game was won, before that people thought, oh, it will take 10, 15 years, this maybe 20 years, this is so complicated. Few years later, this breakthrough happened, and everyone was pretty amazed and shocked, except maybe the people working most closely with it. But everyone outside, at least, was very surprised that something like this came so quickly. And then again, are examples that are really difficult to accomplish. How to, specify goals, how to make really good learning systems, how to transfer knowledge from one domain to another. Every artificial intelligence system that we have are really narrowed. They're specifically for one domain, one single area. They can't transfer their knowledge and abilities into different areas. Like, you have this Go player that's like excellent at playing Go, but it can't play checkers or chess. Like, it has no idea what to even do. So this kind of transfer between areas, this is really needed for general intelligence. And a lot of speakers thinking about this and saying their ideas of, I think it will happen this time, I think happen this time. They are, if they want it or not, they're all biased. Like, we're all biased. I'm biased. Everyone is biased. Hopefully some less and some unfortunately more. We try to be, it would be good if we try to be as less biased as possible. Like, for me, I at least try to be really open-minded about it and think carefully about it. So there are people who think, they're like kind of pessimistic and they never expect good things to happen or anything interesting to happen. And these are typically a bit older people, and they tend to think like this is 100 years away, at least 50 years away. Most of them would say something like this. And then there are these generally younger people who are working really energetically on it, and they're optimistic and they want to make this happen for the whole world, what positive consequences for whole humanity it can bring. And some of them are really optimistic, like, well, Ray Kurzweil, he's an exception. He thought that it's 2029 when we reach artificial general intelligence, and he's not too young. But most young people would say that it's within 10, 15, 20 years, something like that, when we get something that can think at a human level. And from that point, this advancement, this ability to think will grow exponentially. If this thing can reason about itself and actually make changes to itself, its intelligence and what it can do in the world, this grows exponentially. So we have to be careful. There is no set number. I heard a good lecture recently where the main focus was that let's not put estimates, but we can look at it as if it might happen tomorrow, or it might happen in like 100 or 50 years. So we, no one really can predict what will happen exactly, but we should be open-minded. We shouldn't be too biased about what we want to see in the world or not want to see in the world. We should just look at it how it is. But this is a special field in a way that it is difficult to make any accurate predictions about the future, because it is quite unexpected field in itself. Like one breakthrough could like unify everything else and make this intelligence happen, or there might be something that we haven't yet discovered that's crucial for intelligence but really difficult to somehow engineer. Of course, one way is if everything else fails, then we know it's physically possible to have intelligence, so we can just simulate the brain and create something like a brain. But many different architectures that people are trying, and yeah, it does seem investment in artificial intelligence is growing exponentially. You look at the trends and they're really taking off, like investment in it, but year by year it's insane, absolutely crazy. And people attending these conferences of intelligence also exponentially growing, papers being published on artificial intelligence also exponentially growing. It does seem to be going in exponential direction that's really growing quite quickly. But that still doesn't give us a clear answer on when exactly it would happen. But my own personal gut feeling would be that definitely in my lifetime, and any people my age, I think also my parents aren't too old, but I think in their lifetime as well, this technology would quite possibly advance. But again, we couldn't say for sure. Maybe it's a lot sooner, maybe it's a lot later. So yeah, these are just some thoughts about predicting the future of artificial intelligence. So I hope you got some interesting thoughts from this. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.